Hello, hello, hello. Okay, just one moment. Let me share my live with my friends. I forgot to do that before I started the video. Hello, my name is Evelyn Joy, and welcome back to my channel. Today, I'm going to be talking about some of our new updates. One moment. What's new with VIPKID? Several things. I've got a list of like 3 or 4 things that I specifically want to talk to you guys about. So let's chat. If you know anything about me, you know I'm a Christian, I'm a mama, and I'm a VIPKID teacher. So welcome to my channel. We're going to talk about what's new with VIPKID. So with VIPKID, we teach English to kids online. We wake up early. We earn those paychecks. We love our jobs, right? So, okay. Hello, Teacher Kelly. Welcome, welcome. So I have 2 people viewing so far. I wanted to talk about new things that are rolling out. Hey, Teacher Kim. Welcome, welcome. I wanted to talk about teacher tags, a new feature that you can take advantage of. I have a video that I just made guiding you step by step. Welcome, Holly, the stitching heart. Holly, are you a VIPKID teacher? Tell us about yourself. Are you a mama? Thank you for the thumbs up, guys. So I want to talk about the teacher tags. I just made a video that's a step-by-step guide on where to click to check your teacher tags and update them. You can have up to 6 tags. So when I went into mine, I only had 3, so I was able to add 3 more. What is a teacher tag? Teacher tags are things that are traits about your personal teaching style that the parent is going to search in the search engine in order to find you. So the more teacher tags you have, the better. So I had 3 teacher tags. I added 3 more, so now I have 6. That means I'm more searchable in the database. So you definitely, it's free to check it out, free to add some tags, and it could definitely improve your bookings. So check it out. Kim said, did you see the new power slots info? What are power slots? Do tell, do tell. We are here to listen. So we are chatting about all the things that are new. Okay, Teacher Kelly said, I only have 5. I can't decide what I want to add. So here's some tips I have. First, I looked at, okay, there's 3 different categories, right? As to your tags. So I chose to have 2 tags under each category. So you can do it my way or not my way. It's up to you. Also, I took into account what the parents said they liked about me because it says next to it if a parent tagged you as that or not. So I chose to choose out of those. So that's how those are ideas that helped me decide. You're welcome to use those ideas or not. It's up to you. So I'm going to read what Teacher Kim says. New teachers get power slots at the beginning of the months. Could be why we are losing bookings. So VIPKID tends to roll through different incentives for the parents, just like they have incentives for us. In the past, we had monetary incentives. Now we have token incentives, which are, I mean, we're thankful for incentives, right? But I mean, money speaks volumes. Sometimes they go through different incentives with the parents. They have had incentives where if they leave a 5-apple review for us or leave a parent review, that then they get some of their version of tokens, which are energy stones, and you can save up those energy stones and maybe get a free class, or you can save up those energy stones and get a dino, or save them up and do different cool things on the app, so on the games and everything. So, and also they use their energy stones when they send us an e-card, unless maybe there's some free e-cards as well, like we have, right? So, obviously I'm not an expert on the topic, but I have a few here and there pieces of information. Okay, I like that they're helping the new teachers, but I do understand that it can somewhat draw away from the veteran teachers. But it always saddens me when I hear a teacher say, like I read today, a teacher said, Should I just give up on VIPKid? I've been with them 100 days and only taught 4 classes. That's so sad for me to hear. So if my bookings go down slightly so that those teachers can be encouraged, I know it's controversial to say, but I'm kind of okay with that. But at the same time, I'm so thankful for every single one of my bookings. This morning, I was scheduled last night with 4 out of my 6. I open 6 time slots every morning, and 4 of them booked when I went to sleep last night. And this morning, I woke up and I had a short notice booking. Yay! And out of those, one of them was a trial, but my trial showed up. Yay! And my 5th student, who is a rascal, she's a regular of mine, she had student IT issues and it ended up getting canceled. But I love that I still got paid for 5 classes and an extra $2 for short notice. So I'm so thankful for VIPKid. I'm thankful for my bookings. I just view like every single booking as a gift from God. So I know it's controversial, but I'm not against them having incentives. Like, hey, the parent can get a discounted class if they book a class with a new teacher. Because usually it's just booking 1 or 2 classes with a new teacher, and then they come back to me. Sorry, excuse me from coughing in class. I wanted to talk about our last 2 time slots. Great news, guys. Our last 2 time slots, starting November 1st, because of laws in the government in China, we aren't going to be able to teach MC classes, major course classes, after November 1st. But the good news that was just announced, I found out yesterday. I don't know if you found out yet, but we can still teach trials those last 2 time slots. So what I'm hoping that they don't put trials at other time slots anymore starting November 1st. And I hope they only put the trials the last 2 time slots. That way, hopefully we can get more trials and hopefully always book those last 2 time slots, or at least sometimes book them so we can make some more money. Also, the time change. It happens every year, guys. Unfortunately, Sunday morning, November 3rd, we are falling back an hour on our clocks. That means we're going to be getting up 1 hour earlier to begin our PPT time slot. If you are Central Standard Time and PPT starts at 6 a.m., when we fall back on our clocks, it's going to be 5 a.m. There is daylight savings time in America, except for Arizona. Good job, Arizona teachers. You don't have to mess with that. But most other countries, not all, but most other countries in the world don't have daylight savings time because America is special. Daylight saving time originated to give farmers more of a better schedule for working in daylight hours. So saving the daylight by changing the time on the clock. And so we will be getting up earlier. Hopefully that means that you'll be early to bed, early to rise, right? Figuring all that out. So I doubt that I would teach any 4:30 a.m. classes, whereas I teach 5:30 a.m. classes now. I would only consider a 4:30 a.m. time slot if I was real desperate for money and I got one of those priority booking requests from a regular that I love that has that extra incentive of like $1.50 or $2.50, right? Then I might be like, okay, maybe I'll teach one 4:30 a.m. class per week, but not like all week long. So yeah, let's read what you guys are talking about. I'm going to read what teacher Kim is saying. She said it is to help new teachers. So I get it, but we could lose students because of it. They get thousands of gems choosing those power slots. Those are teachers. These are meant for, I wasn't saying it was bad, just making people aware. Yeah. I didn't think you were saying it was bad. I was just saying my 2 cents about it. Teacher Kelly Tag said, yes, that would be better if it was only trials at 9 and 9:30 in your time zone. It's 8 and 8:30 my time zone, and then it's going to be 7 and 7:30. But yeah, it would be great if the trials only booked those time slots. That way we could have MCs at other times, right? Holly says, Girl, it will be 4 and 3 a.m. Get up. I feel bad for the West Coast. Yeah. Yes. Um, there are better time zones than mine and there are worse. So I'm thankful for what I have. I liked daylight savings until I started working here. It's dark when the kids go to school without it. Yeah. I'm just rolling with the punches and we'll see whether or not I get up earlier, but I had literally 2 days ago gone through all of my November and December bookings. I'm one that I open all my time slots up until like when I'm going to be signing my new contract, right? So I'm going to be signing my new contract in December for beginning in January. So I had opened all my time slots that I wanted. I'm a planner. I love schedules. I love planning. So I love opening and closing time slots and planning ahead of time, months in advance, and then adjusting it because I'm crazy like that. It's how my mind works. I love numbers and counting and I love messing with my schedule and changing things and being like, oh, well, how many hours would I work if I added on one more on Friday night, or if I took one off Saturday night, or if I did this or that? Is Danny here? Danny's here. Hey, Danny, do you work today? Are you on your phone at work? We won't tell. Welcome, Danny. Danny, I really, really want you to check out my video about the teacher tags, because that way you can for sure check out the teacher portal under teacher information, add some teacher tags, make sure you have 6 tags so that you can help with your bookings, right? Oh, you saw my video? Yes, check that out. That's a new feature that just rolled out as of today. It was my first time hearing about it, and everybody seems to be posting about it today, so I guess it's a new feature as of today. So I checked it out. I only had 3 tags, so I added 3 more. So check that out. Also talking about the time change, Danny, I don't know if you heard me say, but the last 2 time slots are no longer going to be unavailable in November. They're going to be just available for trials, which you're going to be at work at that time. So I don't know if it'll affect you, but the time change is November 3rd, Sunday morning. So definitely fall back on your clock. The good thing about smartphones is they automatically do that, right? And I think my Mac does too, or maybe I'm going to have to figure out how to change the time on my Mac. It shouldn't be too complicated, right? So yeah. Oh, see, she was at Kelly's live yesterday. Oh, see, I was in the chat box at Kelly's live and I forgot that she was there, I guess. Or I didn't think about it being different. That's so cool. So I'm going live today because Marianne said that she's not going to be able to go live today or in the foreseeable Tuesdays in the future until her life calms down with everything that's going on with her dad and everything. So just keep her in your thoughts and prayers, and her dad especially. I asked if I could go ahead and take it because on Thursday I have a doctor's appointment. I am bringing my 3 children with me. So I'm going to be that mom that brings her screaming crazy children, and instead of letting them run around like crazy monkeys, I'm going to bring tablets. So I'm going to be that screen time mom that gets judged by everyone in the waiting room, but that's okay. I'm not the only mom in the waiting room with toddlers that are watching a screen, so it's not a big deal. So, but I have to get my blood drawn. So on Thursday, I'm having a sonogram, and I'm having that stupid, sorry to say stupid, but that test again, where you don't eat or drink anything since midnight, and then you have to drink this disgusting sugary bottled drink, and then you wait an hour, and then you get your blood drawn, and they tell you that you don't have gestational diabetes. Which I had the test in the first or second trimester, but they want you to take it again now that I'm in the 3rd trimester. So a week ago, or a little less than a week ago, when I was at 27 weeks, I said in 1 week I'll be in the 3rd trimester. And then after making the video, I realized 27 weeks is the 3rd trimester. So I'm in the 3rd trimester and I'm feeling it because my stomach is like big and rock hard. I don't know if you know how that feels, but yeah, it's comfortable. But I'm so thankful that this pregnancy is going well and healthy and everything. Yeah, the glucose test is not great. Bringing kids along is not great either. So mama feeling sick and having 3 monkeys with her, we're bringing the tablets with us. So yeah. Oh, Teacher Kim said it made her physically ill. Yep. Oh, and you couldn't have sugar when you were pregnant with her? Okay. I've only, I'm not going to say the word, but, gotten physically ill 2 times this pregnancy. One time I took the aspirin and the aspirin that I was supposed to take, the low dose aspirin, and it just gagged me up and made me lose my lunch. And then the other time was when I was really, really sick. I was coughing so bad that I made myself ill in that way. So anyway, I don't know why I think it's inappropriate to say that, but it just seems gross. Anyway, not trying to gross people out, but yeah. So we're talking about teacher tags, time change, the last 2 time slots. So, oh yeah, anyway, all that to say, I had closed those last 2 time slots for November and December. And then the next day I found out that we're going to be able to teach trials during that time slot. So I reopened them the next day, all of them for November and December. So we shall see. If you are hurting for bookings in the mornings and you don't want to get up earlier, consider working Friday and Saturday nights, because the only advantage from my perspective, obviously it depends on your personal schedule and your personal situation. The only advantage of falling back on our clocks is that our Friday and Saturday nights, instead of starting at 7:30 p.m. Central Standard Time, it starts at 6:30. So take whatever time yours is and go back an hour. But it's cool because our Friday and Saturday nights start earlier. That's cool for me personally because it's when my husband is home, he can be with the kids, and it's before their bedtime, because I have never done an all-nighter with VIPKID. I just don't think it's very fair to myself to pull an all-nighter when I have little ones to take care of. It's just not fair to deprive myself of all that sleep. So I just teach, I'm going to be teaching 6:30 to 9:30. So 3 hours, 6 classes, Friday and Saturday nights. So depending on your schedule, Friday and Saturday nights, bye Danny. Friday and Saturday nights can be when you can pick up some hours, but it depends on your schedule, your family, what you guys do. Some people pull all-nighters. If you're real desperate for money and you're willing to sacrifice sleep for it, you can pull an all-nighter and see how many you can book all of a Friday night and all of a Saturday night. If I had a dire situation or circumstance that we really needed money, I may or may not consider doing that. But for the time being, I just teach. I open 6 time slots every morning, Monday through Saturday, and on Sundays I open 4 time slots. And Friday and Saturday nights, right now I'm opening 5 time slots, and when we fall back an hour, I'll open 6 time slots. I was going to do 7, but I decided to do 6 so I can put my kids to bed a little earlier. So yeah, my kids are night owls, but as it gets darker at night, I can put them to bed earlier and earlier. So yeah. Let me read what y'all are saying in the chat box. Sandy Stevens, welcome. I did not know that those later time slots were available for trials. That was just announced like 2 days ago, so it's new news. I was wondering why they were still there. Yes, I was wondering that as well. So now we know. The other thing they announced along with that is something that may or may not affect you. For me, it affects only one of my regulars. They made a new rule along with the Chinese laws that our students can't book back-to-back anymore. It has to do with the Chinese laws, it sounded like. So for me, I have one student. She is 11 years old. Her English name is Anna, and she always books 2 classes back to back with me. So the new rule with VIPKID is they can't be back to back, but they can take 2 in the same day. Just there has to be like at least 1 time slot in between. So if you have a student like that always takes more than 1 back to back, they're no longer going to be allowed to do that. So one thing that comes to mind is that can help us with the problem of parents who will take 2 time slots to see which one's more convenient for them, and they'll always close one right before 24 hours, and it sometimes leaves you with a gap. So that may or may not help with those types of circumstances. But yeah, that's the other thing, in case you hadn't heard of that. So yeah, I feel like I'm talking way too fast. So let me say again. New teacher tags in the portal. Check it out. I have a video showing you where to click. It's under teacher information. Make sure you have 6 tags. It'll help you out with bookings, hopefully. Time change, November 3rd. We're falling back an hour. It will make you wake up earlier or teach less. Trials can book the last 2 time slots beginning in November, but MCs cannot book in those last 2 time slots. So hopefully we get more trials, right? I taught one today. Have you been teaching trials? I have been asking people on Facebook, and it seems like new teachers, about half of them are teaching a lot of trials and half of them haven't taught any or very few trials. Veteran teachers, pretty much all summer we didn't teach any trials, and suddenly we're starting to get a few trials, right? For me personally, I hadn't taught a trial for like 3 months, or I was just getting 1 a month, and now suddenly I'm getting 3 a week. So that's really cool. I would love to get more trials, especially the ones that book short notice, and especially the ones that show up, and especially the ones that sign up for VIPKID, right? Because if they book within 24 hours, it's an extra $2. If they sign up for VIPKID, it's an extra $5. I love those incentives, but if they don't show up, it's half pay. So you do get half pay for like doing nothing, just sitting at your computer for 15 minutes, but I would rather get full pay if I could be teaching a class at that time. I enjoy teaching, so to me, it's not grueling work. It's an enjoyable job. So for me personally, as far as nesting and getting ready for my baby that's on the way, it's all in my head. I haven't done it physically yet, but I've been planning in my head, mapping out. See, right next to me, I'm in a small bedroom in my upstairs of my house. There's a bigger bedroom in the upstairs of my house. It has a bunk bed in it, and it has a bunch of like storage boxes and stuff. So I need to move all the storage boxes into the attic with my husband's help. He's going to help with heavy lifting stuff. And then I'm going to reorganize the room and decorate it into a little girl's room. And my girls eventually, and I need to get a couple of twin size mattresses when we have the money for it. And I'm going to turn that into a room that's like half playroom, half girls' room, because we're tired of the mess in the living room with all the toys. And I also need to go through all their toys and donate a bunch and figure all that out and reorganize and I'm figuring out in my brain a new organizational method for their toys and clothes and how it's going to work in the new room. So that part is fun for me, but the physical lifting isn't the fun part for me. So I've been like mentally mapping out, what do I need to buy? What do I need to do? What order am I going to do everything in? So I'm a planner. I'm a right-brained person. Right-brained people tend to be more creative and a little bit more messy. That is definitely my personality. But also, in being a creative person, I enjoy creating things and organizing and making things. So I love those shows, which I only watch kids' cartoons anymore. But I used to watch the shows on TV where they take like a really messy apartment or a really messy room and they totally redecorate it and reorganize it and make it more functional, where they take like basically a room like the one I'm about to do. So basically I'm going to do a whole room makeover. I think it's called like makeover, like hoarder makeover. I don't know whatever you call it. But so basically that room is like a storage room and I need to turn it into a bedroom. So yeah, that's what I'm working on. Let me see what you guys are saying. Yes. I had one trial booking in the last few weeks and it was a no-show. Yeah. In the last few weeks, I had a short notice trial no show. I had a short notice trial show. I had a trial show. So the nice thing is if it's short notice no show, you don't miss out on that much money because you get half pay, but then you get an extra $2. But if it's short notice and they show up and they sign up, you can get the most potential money, right? So that would be great. Okay. I think that's all I have to talk about. Oh, I wanted to show you. I made these little hats. I made this one for Caleb, my little boy. Dino's going to show you what it looks like. My little boy, baby, newborn size hat for him. And I made this one matching one for Joshua, but I don't know whether or not it'll fit on his head. I need to try it. Also, I used the rest of the yarn and I started, it looks like a scarf right now, but I need to get more yarn. I'm going to make a baby blanket. So, yeah. That's what I've got so far. I don't knit, I crochet, but this is really soft yarn and I used all of it up, all of what I had. So I need to get some more, but yeah. And I found this really cute hat. That was my favorite newborn hat for Joshua. And now Caleb gets to wear it. It says got milk and it has a baby bottle. How cute is that? So I wasn't sure whether or not this was a newborn, whether I made the newborn hat the right size. And then I found this one and then I compared them and they're the same size. So I was like, oh, good. I did make a newborn size hat, right? Hello, AGROX. Welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We're just talking about VIPKid stuff. So yeah, are you an online teacher? Do tell. That's all I have to talk about for today. So yeah, working on reorganizing my house. I went through bags and bags and bags of clothes that my kids have grown out of. So the ones Joshua has grown out of are being saved for Caleb. But the ones that Esther and Deborah have grown out of, basically I have a lot of 3T clothes. And I have a friend of mine who, she always gives me baby boy clothes for Joshua. And I always give her baby girl clothes because she's my friend Ruth. We're both on our last baby. So she had 4 boys and then a girl. So she has a 2-year-old little girl. So she's now in 3T. So I told her I've got a ton of clothes for you. She had 4 boys and then her girl. So I had 2 girls and then a boy. And now I'm having my last, which is a boy. So we're kind of giving each other our treasure trove of baby clothes, right? So switching them out. She always blesses me for Joshua. And so free of charge, she's given me a lot of clothes for Joshua that now are going to get passed down to Caleb. Unfortunately, though, size like newborn to size 6 months are missing in action because I gave them away to a friend of mine, and she may or may not have already given them away to someone else. So it's really helpful that you all, my friends, gave me clothes for my little one coming, and I've bought a few and I've gotten some hand-me-downs. So I think we're good to go for Caleb. So it's exciting to start getting those things together, kind of nesting. So I'm technically, so I'm 27 and a half. I'm almost 28 weeks pregnant. So yeah, feeling Caleb move a lot. Yesterday, I didn't feel him move for a while. And then finally, last night, he started dancing. I'm like, okay, good. So yeah, he's doing well. I feel him moving right now. So we know he's alive and well in there, which is always exciting to know. So yeah, that's all I've got to talk about today. I hope you guys have a lovely day. Bye, guys. Like and subscribe. Have a good day. Bye.